Let's get real for a second. Maybe this was a dream of yours, but you chose to take the realistic route. You did listen to the naysayers that said, no, hey, 0.1% do get that dream, but not you. You follow the conventional path, the realistic path. Or maybe life happened and you had 2 kids. I've got 2 kids, right? And at some point you were like, you know what? I have to provide for my family. And I've been there. My name is Marc. I'm a composer. I've done music for movies that have gone here and here and here and here, but I'm also a teacher, and I've teaching for more than a decade. I've taught hundreds of students at Berklee College of Music online, but now I own my own music school, cinematic composing. We've got more than 10,000 students, the whole deal. So here's the deal. Maybe you got here because you want to do music for movies, or maybe you want to sound like John Williams or like James Eaton Howard or like Hans Zimmer. So these are the 5 things that you need. I'm gonna give them to you. So number 1, you're gonna need sounds, right? You've got the studio. You need to be able to perform like the strings, brass. So those are called sample libraries. You need them. I'm gonna give you the list of the sample libraries that I use. The free ones that sound amazing. Also, I'll share with you the paid ones that I've got. But just with the free ones and the laptop, this laptop runs the entire studio. You can compose an entire soundtrack. I've done it. So that's the first thing, the libraries. But you're gonna buy the libraries and you're gonna be like, what do I do with this? Maybe you'll install them, you'll load the instruments, and you're gonna be like, this doesn't quite sound the way I want it to sound. We're expecting for the strings to sound more like this, right? Or to build something like this. And the reason why I can do this is because I have a template. I've got all these tracks organized and configured here, so I can just put the hands on the keyboard and start composing. Ha! That is the trick. That's the magic. Then we can compose fast and efficiently, and we don't have to deal anymore with the technical problems, the technical side of things, because everything's ready. So I'm gonna give you my template for free. I'm gonna show you how I organize these libraries in my template and how I configured everything so it sounds amazing. Alright, so we've got the libraries, tick. We've got the template, tick. Now sometimes what's gonna happen as well is that you're gonna sit down here, you're gonna put your hands on the keyboard, and you're gonna be like, what do I write? Like exactly what notes do I... Don't worry, this happened to me also like 15 years in my career as a student, as a composer. I got my first movie and I'm like, So there's a process to go from, let's say, from a sketch to orchestra, from a melody. Maybe you can compose a melody, but then you're like, how do I orchestrate this so it sounds like James Eaton Howard or like the movies, like Hollywood? There are many ways to do this. You can learn the harmony and then the orchestration and all. I've done this route, takes years, or got on step by step. I'm gonna literally show you, like, first do this, then second do that, and third do that, and all of a sudden you've got this fully fleshed out orchestral song. And I've taught this many times, literally thousands, and I've seen many composers go from like a piano sketch to a fully fleshed out orchestral mockup, and I've taken them from here to there in less than a week. And I've got a training, explains everything. I'll give that to you for free. Alright, so we've got the sounds, the libraries, check. We've got the template, check. And then the how to take from your idea to the sequencer, from the idea to an orchestral song, from a sketch to orchestra. Check. Alright, so the next step is, maybe you're like, now I'm a composer, I can do this. And then actually you'll get the first project, you get a movie, and you're gonna be like, okay, let's compose some music. Again, you'll sit down, you've got that scene, maybe it's a love scene with a tint of sadness maybe, and you're gonna be like, how do I evoke that emotion? It's like, what notes exactly to express those feelings, right? Right. It's so hard, right? No, it's so easy. You're gonna use these chords, you're gonna use these instruments, you're gonna write the melodies like this, just like in a step by step. It's not even that long. I'm gonna teach you how to compose in different styles: love, sadness, suspense, action, tension, adventure, all these styles. It takes a day to learn each one of these styles. Yes, one day, and then put them to test, learn them. And now, all of a sudden, you've got a toolbox of styles that you're able to compose, so you can get the movie that you got and compose the entire soundtrack. You know exactly how to do it. For free? For free. I'm giving all this to you for free. I'll explain why. Alright, so at this point, maybe you feel confident, maybe even proud, and you are like, I'm a composer, I've done this movie, and then you listen to someone else's music. Why their music sounds better than mine? Like, my music should sound better. Like the pros, like soundtrack ready type of music. Like something freaking amazing. That's what I'm talking about. Why is not sounding at that level? It's the mixing and mastering. Mixing tricks. So mixing, mastering, we're talking the production side of things. So you may have the sounds, check. The template, you know how to take your ideas from here to there, check. You know the different styles. You can compose in different styles, you feel fluent, but then there are certain things to add on top that's gonna make your music sound professional. You're gonna EQ the strings a specific way, you are gonna add reverb here, a compressor here, and it's very different mixing orchestral music than, let's say, ADM or rock. I've got all that for you. I've got it ready ready for you. Don't tell me again, Mark, there's a step by step to do this. Yes! Got a training that shows how to mix for each individual instrument, for strings, for wood, etc. Very easy to follow. Now, at this point, you may be thinking like, oh, this is a lot of work. You know what? I'm gonna close this tab. Don't close it. So here's the thing, when I give you access to all this for free, many people's gonna take this for granted, and this always happens. You don't value it, you just take it for granted. So that's the first thing. And second, you're gonna get in here and you're gonna be like, sweet, this is awesome. You're gonna go in here, that feelings thing that I talked about, right? Love, sadness, suspense, etc. And you're gonna be like, this is a lot of oh my goodness. And then you're gonna be like, you know what, let's close this tab. Come back to this mañana, and mañana never comes, nunca. And let's be honest, you may be here because you've postponed this for the longest time. Let's get real for a second. Maybe this was a dream of yours, but you chose to take the realistic route. You did listen to the naysayers that said, no, hey, you know, 0.1% do get that dream, but not you. You follow the conventional path, the realistic path. Or maybe life happened and you had 2 kids. I've got 2 kids. And at some point you were like, you know what? I have to provide for my family. And I've been there. 2 kids, right? And that's a reason why, partially, I'm doing this, because now it's like no BS to me. I've got limited time. The reason why I do this is because I want to see change, because I want to bring value, because I want to see you grow, because it gives me the spark, because I want you to break through. And I'm sure that up until this point, you've seen many things, you've tried many things, but nothing quite works. And that's what I'm putting here. It's a package that works because I've done this many times, thousands of times. And I'm giving this to you for free. Free. Now, this is the second reason why I'm doing this, and hear me out because this is very important. I'm gonna give you everything that you need to succeed. Everything except Iron Spider-Man. This stays here, right? Because my kid loves it. And with all of these that I described, I will also give you access to the cinematic composing membership for free for 1 month, because I want you to test drive it. Why? Because here's the thing. Many times you've got all the resources, you're gonna be trying things and it's working, and at some point you hit a blockage and you're like, I'm following directions, but I don't like that, why is it not working? And that's the moment where it would be so nice to have someone that has done it hundreds of times before you, and you could ask a question and they would give you the solution, the answer. And that's what we do every week, several times live in the cinematic composing membership. And I want you to be able to attend those live sessions and ask questions if you've got questions. But not just that, you're gonna be surrounded with a community of people that are going the same direction, a family, a group of friends that have the same problems, that have solved the same problems, that are gonna encourage you, that are gonna give you support, that are gonna hold you accountable, that are gonna cheer you up when you do things well, and gonna help you when you're struggling. That's what I want for you. That's what I'm doing, all that I'm doing to convince you to test drive for free for 30 days this cinematic composing membership. And it is amazing, like nothing you've ever seen before. It's like, give it a try, and you'll get the list of libraries, the template, from a sketch to orchestra, the how to compose in different styles, and access to the group and to the cinematic composing membership for a month. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna change your life. Click below. Now, seriously, like, what are you waiting for? Still waiting. The button's below. Oh, for those of you that you think that we are doing this to make a profit, I don't need this. We don't need this. We already have a coaching program. It's $10,000. People paid $10,000 to work with me directly. We bring Hollywood composers, the whole thing, momentum. It's amazing. This, what I'm doing, is for those who still need the first initial push, for those who need to start their journey, for those who cannot afford $10,000, for those who that 6 months commitment is not the right time, for those who want to do it by themselves at their own path. That's why I'm doing this. It's because with that program, with Momentum, I'm serving an elite group of composers, but I was not giving support to a larger group. So now it's your opportunity. Click the button below and let's go.